Assalamualaikum to Dr. Wan Zurati binti Wan Zakaria, my beloved supervisor. Before I start my presentation, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nur Fariha binti Mak Razai, UK 27477. I'm doing my industrial training at Hajar Management. Hajar Management is a firm which provides a service in the field of taxation, accounting, auditing, and also preparing loan paperwork. First of all, I would like to thank to Dr. Wan Zurati because spending time to guide us during our industrial training. My presentation is about the issue that arise during my industrial training. The issues are earning management and insufficient document. I want to explain about earning management first. Earning management, also known as creative accounting, income or earning smoothing, financial engineering, and cosmetic accounting. Earning management been a growing concern for academics, practitioners, and regulators for quite some time. It has also become a central issue of accounting research, so that's why I choose this issue. Practically, most companies use this technique to produce financial reports that may paint an overly positive pictures of a company business activities and financial position. Management takes advantage of how accounting rules can be applied and are legitimately flexible when company can incur expenses and recognize revenue. The technique in earning management can be divided into four. First is taking a bath. This technique takes place during periods of organizational stress or reorganizations. If a firm must report a loss, management might think it is beneficial to report a large loss, which will enhance the probability of future profit. Second is income minimization. This technique may be chosen by a politically visible firm during periods of high profitability. Policies that include income minimization is rapid write-off of capital asset and intangibles, expensing of advertising and R&D, and lastly, successful effort. Income maximization. Managers may do this for bonus purposes if it does not put them over the cap. Income maximization also may occur when firms are close to debt covenant violations. Lastly, income smoothing. They choose this technique so that they don't lose bonuses or so that they can reduce the chance of being fired. During industrial training, I need to prepare a full set of account of many companies that have a different nature of business. For example, Sena Utama, the company which do a printing business. After income statement and balance sheet are finished, their current profit is high. They decide to reduce their profit from the real total profit. So I need to adjust the profit based on their request, which is to reduce the sales and increase their expenses. This is because the company wants to avoid spending a large sum of money to pay income tax to the IRB. Basically, all famous default and tax fraud case include some extreme earning management practices. This is called income minimization. This company try to use earning management method because it able to save the company in terms of saving their money. Sometimes cases are different. For example, Nukta Berkat Enterprise, it is contrary to Sena Utama. They request to increase the profit to show the company is more stable and strong with higher amount of asset. Most of company will use this method usually to attract third party such a bank to get a loan in running their business activity. Income smoothing come into play here because in fact that potential investors generally like to invest in companies that have a continuous growth pattern. Smoothing out income generate when There may be spikes at certain times and drops at others, allows it to appear like the company has that smooth growth pattern. Other than that, some companies use this method to expose their company's financial position is stable. For example, another company is SDS Asas Jaya. In this case, I must prepare it with smoothing and attractive management account in order to get a government tender. When they have a stable and good financial position, then it can convince the government to give the tender to this company. This earning management is legal as long as it is not excessive. According to Stephen D. Marcus, that states in Fraud Magazine website, earning management becomes fraud when companies intentionally provide materially misstated information. In terms of ethics, earning management is acceptable, but it is unethical. So, for my own opinion, whether earning management is good or bad depends on how it is used. Okay, I will move to the second issue, which insufficient document. Insufficient document are referring to clients when some of client provide incomplete documents. The problem arises when the owner did not give a full cooperation, especially during they went to send document to the company. They do not hand over the document enough and also send the document later not on time. The supporting documents are very important as an evidence for any transaction record. Supporting documents are very important in preparation of account auditing and also preparation of tax computation. Without supporting document, the figure record become immaterial. This is an example of client document. I face some difficulties in complete work on time, usually in recording transaction in accounting part. Soft documents contains the detail that accountant needs to post transactions correctly. Good source documents should describe all the basic facts of the transaction, such as the amount of the transaction, the parties involved, the purpose of the transaction, and the date of the transaction. Source documents are the foundation. Managing source documents effectively will provide ultimately better financial reporting. Supporting document also important in doing auditing. In auditing, an audit trail consists of records that document every step in a business transaction. This may mean invoices for payments issued or sales contract document revenue. Payroll or other human resource records prove correct treatment of employees. Startup and small businesses must pay close attention to maintaining such record. A complete audit trail proof to investors or lenders the validity of information on the financial statement. A clear audit trail consists of source document. These original documents include checks, invoice, and time card, with any written record triggered by an accounting transaction. Maintaining an organized, easy to use filing system keeps this document within easy reach at all times, such as when an auditors arrive and announce. An audit trail sets the stage for business to thrive and meets the record keeping requirement of government agencies, unions, lenders, and investors. For taxation, supporting document is important to meet government record keeping requirements for tax purpose. When company want to declare a tax, it will raise the question from IRB, which are Inland Revenue Board, if taxes are not appropriate and corresponding with their estimation. If it involves the intervention of the IRB, it is more complicated because most of the receipts are not recorded and do not have proof. Let me show the example of offences, fines and penalties that imposed to taxpayer if violate the conditions relating to record keeping. To make sure the work is done with a fair and true view, I need all the documents and supporting documents of clients. In my opinion, any business organized by client, either the big or small business, there needs to make sure each document involved in their business activities is safe and keep carefully, or there are need to be good filing system that already separate different type of documents in the different file, which are sales, purchases, creditors, debtors and expenses. It is because through this system, my client will make our work or task in accounting or auditing process is easier and can finish early. There are some companies who had been using Hajar management service. They have been taught and guided on how to properly documentation. For a company like this, it will be easier for us to prepare and do our task. I think that's all for my presentation.